Some topics. And one thing we wanted to cover is gear. People love talking about gear, but really we want to talk about like what is the essential gear that you need if you're just kind of getting into running, getting into training for your first race. Then we want to talk about what are some luxury items. What are some things that maybe you don't need to have at first, but that would be really nice to have. So kicking it over to you first, Will, for the necessary gear, things you need to have. What is your number one item that you need to have to start running?
I actually brought some items to put them on my bed.
Oh, look at that.
First,
He's prepared.
first one you need, courtesy of Nick Hilton, is the Hoka Bondi 9. Maybe the
Bondi.
best shoe,
Bondi
Bondi
9.
9,
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe the best shoe ever made. Some people are saying. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
This is the oat milk colorway. It's not a big deal. You need a good pair of running specific shoes. I feel like that's a given. There's lots of great ones. The Bondi and Clifton. There's heaps other Brooks Ghost, Brooks Adrenaline, etc. With that, this could also get maybe into the luxury, but probably not. I also have here the New Balance Rebel, which is very similar to the Mach 6, which I also love from Hoka, which I probably have one around here somewhere. Don't know. But this is we would call a lightweight trainer, kind of an in-betweener, like the Mach 6. A shoe that you can work out in, and you could even race in. You could race in a lot of people could race in the Rebel or the Mach 6. Not much of a performance drop off from like a fast shoe. I love those shoes because you have something like the Bondi for easy days, but if you're going to do strides or a lot of workouts, a lightweight trainer is such a great option and so much more affordable than our faster workout shoes, our flats and our racing shoes like the Vaporfly from Nike or Metaspeed or what are Hoka's? The
CLO or the Rocket.
The Rocket X2 or the Cielo X1 2.0.
Got it.
But those are all like $250 to $350 shoes, whereas the Rebels 140, the Mach might be
140.
140. Will last you longer, are more comfortable than a workout shoe, and just are incredible options. So yeah, shoes are a good start for the necessary ones, and I like having all three. I like having the trainer, the lightweight trainer to work out in, and then a racing shoe, something faster like Vaporfly. I like the Cielo from Hoka, Metaspeed from Asics. There's lots of great ones. What's next, Nick? What's your
Well,
next
I think
necessary?
we'll just go from the feet up, and we'll go to socks.
It's a great option.
I think good socks are. I remember just working in the running store, and people would always like, "Oh, I've got socks," and then they've got cotton socks, these cheapy little things that they got from Kohl's or whatever. Like, if you're training, especially for a marathon, half marathon, like a good pair of socks goes a long way. Something that's non-cotton, that's a variety of different fibers, typically synthetics, polyester, spandex, elastane, things of that nature. Whether they're features, OS First, Swiftwick, Belega, even the footwear brands make decent socks that are going to be non-cotton. Like just having a couple pair of really good non-cotton socks will go a long way. You don't need 20. You could probably have 3 to 5, and that's a good place to start. I think it's a really good place to invest your money so you don't get blisters and hot spots and things of that nature.
Weirdest hot take is that I usually wear toe socks.
I knew you were going to bring up toe socks, and
I
that's
hate it
totally
about
fine.
myself. It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Much
Yeah,
bigger.
I'm embarrassed for you. I think toe socks would be a luxury item if you have issues with blisters between your toes. But if you're just a normal person like most of us are, God, look at those things. They freak me out.
I
Um,
get it. I get it. It's weird. I swear by that. This is the Ultra Run by Injinji. 64% nylon. I don't know what the rest is. Um, but yeah, they separate so your toes can't rub together, especially in the longer stuff. It prevents so many blisters and hot spots. It looks, it's hopefully you're already married or have a partner before you start wearing them.
Or just try to meet people at ultra events where they're gonna have people wear those anyway. So then you're fine.
The other day I was at the long run and I was putting my shoes on and this girl looked right at me and she goes, "Are you wearing toe socks?" And I was, and I just said, "No." And I just put my shoes on and walked away. But also,
Plausible
what kind of question
deniability.
is that?
Yeah. Why are you
Like,
looking at my feet?
don't look at my feet. I am. Don't say that out loud. Don't attract attention to it. But
All
yeah,
right,
I don't
what's
want to.
next? Go ahead. We don't want to talk about toe socks anymore.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, some good socks. If we're going up, well then I guess we'd get into shorts next.
I think shorts are a good place to go. If we're talking about must-wear items, if we were going to go to some luxury items, compression sleeves, compression socks is like a luxury item, could be a good thing, but we can save that
Or
for the
circle
next
back to
section.
compression.
But yeah, shorts are a good place to go next.
Dude, we're big Rabbit fans.
We are big Rabbit fans. I'm a thick-thighed boy, and with my thick thighs, it's a little tricky to find shorts recently that don't chafe. So Rabbit shorts are where I go, or even a little 2-in-1 action, a little 5-inch 2-in-1 compression liner in there can be helpful.
That is like the saddest thing about me now that I'm in my 30s is I love 2-in-1 shorts, which I feel
Yeah,
like I used to make fun of those people all the time, but
I
2-in-1 shorts
exclusively wear
rock.
either 5-inch shorts or 2-in-1 shorts. I put my 3-inch ones on the other day and I felt like a predator. Had to take them off. Can't wear them anymore.
I
It's
did
those
double and
days are
splits.
over.
I did double and splits last night, but it's getting rarer and rare. Like I
Yeah.
have so many. We were just kind of joking about this the other day of all those things you keep, but it's like it's probably time to let them go. I don't need 20 pairs of splits anymore. I love Rabbits as well. They have all these different ones that have like the belt and like tons of pockets and stuff, which is so awesome to be able to like fit your phone or some gels. There's a lot of good brands out there. Bandit makes good stuff that's crazy expensive.
John G.
Uh, John G makes really nice stuff with lots of pockets. I mean, classic Nike. They don't do a lot of pocket stuff. Yeah, their stuff is good,
I mean, every
but I
running
like.
brand, New Balance, Nike, they make okay shorts. I do think like the apparel specific brands do a better job, like Rabbit, for instance, John G, for instance, even Rourke. If you're into a certain type of aesthetic on the men's side, they make some okay stuff too. But go ahead.
Dude, I've really liked what Hoka's done. I ran in Hoka 2-in-1s this morning. They do a lot of stuff similar to Rabbit because they used to kind of work together. I hope they keep doing apparel because, like you said, often it's better to go to the apparel brands because most shoe brands will like make clothes for a couple years. They'll realize they lost a bunch of money. They'll stop doing it for 3 years. And then somebody at the brand will go, "Why don't we have clothes?" And they kind of go through this cycle over and over again. I've seen Saucony do it like 4 times. Same with New Balance.
Yeah, I don't want to get too in the weeds here on the business side of running shoe companies making apparel because I could go on there for quite a while. But Hoka is going to continue to make clothes, and I do think they do a pretty good job on the whole. I love their
I've really
tops,
liked.
their shirts and stuff. The shorts
Same.
are a little hit or miss for me, but the tops I think are really, really good. Um, but yeah,
Have you worn the 2-in-1s from them?
I did just get a pair of 2-in-1s a couple weeks ago. They are my number 3 short in rotation right now. Yeah,
Oh, dude, we should make that. What's our starting 5?
I can tell you right now, Rabbit Shredders, 5 inches. That's number one.
What's the shredder?
It's the one with the belt on top, so it has like the built-in
Is that the
pockets.
2-in-1?
Yeah, no, it's a brief liner actually.
So it's a half tight?
No, it's a short. It's a 5-inch short with a brief liner, with the belt on top. It has like the loops for trekking poles, the whole deal.
Why? What's the difference between a brief liner and a 2-in-1?
Two in
It
one is a
doesn't have.
compression liner. Brief is like your standard brief
Oh, okay.
liner.
I have the
Yeah.
shredders, the 2-in-1 then. I have that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So hey, just to put this out there for the folks listening, a brief liner is just like a standard running short liner. It's not compressive. It's snug. It holds everything into place. But a 2-in-1 liner is a compression short built into the short itself.
It goes down farther.
Yeah. So like you wouldn't really see a 3-inch short with compression. It's usually like a 5-inch inseam compression or a 7-inch inseam. So
I have the 5-inch shredder 2-in-1s and
there you
agree.
go.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Great fabric. They fit really well. So
With the
that's my
belt, you
number.
can store tons of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. I don't love to put a phone in there because sometimes it bounces it up and it throws off the way the liner fits. I use another item, which we'll get to next, I'm sure, for
Dude.
that stuff. But yeah,
Okay,
might as well
number
just
one.
transition right there. Oh, go ahead. No,
Number
go
one.
ahead.
Oh no, I want to hear your top five. Number one is the shredder.
Shredder. Those are 1 and 2. I got 2 pair of those. That's my number 1, 2 in rotation. Number 3 is going to be the Hoka. I think it's Flylight, something like that. 2-in-1 short, 5-inch, 2-in-1 liner. It's number 3 my rotation. Number
Is that the one with the
4.
little mountains on it?
No, it's just a black short. I don't know. It doesn't have any
Okay,
mountains
never
on
mind.
it.
Never mind.
We do have like a more fancy. This is like our more basic short. Next is the Janji half tight. So the Janji half tight with
I
like
have
4
those.
different pockets on it.
Yep.
Those are in rotation. And that's really honestly it. Those are the 4 shorts that I have in rotation
You
most
don't want to throw a
frequently.
fifth out there just to round out your starting five?
No, not really. I mean, I've got a couple Rourke shorts that I wear that are like a 5-inch brief liner. Those come in on days when everything else is too dirty to wear. I have a Rabbit 3-inch that's like the emergency short that I can wear for like workouts and stuff, but I don't break those out too frequently.
No regular, just half tights. I feel like you used to wear the rabbit half tights some.
I have a pair of Rabbit half tights. I do, yes, I do wear those occasionally. They have a hole in them now, so I don't wear them as frequently, and I haven't purchased a new pair to replace those.
Okay. All right, that's a good list. Uh, okay, on to what you said. Both of us, and I've heard this from most people, usually won't run with our phone in the short belts. We usually use that for fuel. If we're gonna carry a phone or something heavier, we'll use a naked belt. And this kind of or there's lots of other good belts. There's also a really good one from Raid Research that's really popular. It's very expensive, but it's also very good. Um, but a lot of
I
us
use
will
a
use
Camelback belt for, just to put it out there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, very
Ultra
cool.
Spire makes a good one as well.
Yeah. Uh, I've used a naked belt for a long time. My athletes get a discount to it. They're really good. It's really, really solid. There's not a lot of balance. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. Um, I feel like for a while they really crushed everyone in the belt game. I think people are catching up a little bit.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of other brands that make something that's very, very comparable to what Naked
Yeah.
does. And maybe
I had
Naked's
that.
still the best, but everybody else has something that's close enough for most people.
Yeah. I had that Nathan Rob Krar belt for a while.
Mm.
But then when the naked one came out, I was like, dude, this is not even comparable how little bounce you get and how it fits on you. But yeah, the Raid Research one's really good, and I think other people are catching up to that. But yeah, being able to have a belt, I'm such a belt guy now. If I don't need a vest, which is very rare, I'll rock a vest. You can just carry like 70-80% of what you can carry with a vest, and it's so nice to not have stuff on your chest and shoulders. It just feels very free and unrestricted. And
Yeah.
so
Anything that's not a long run, I'm wearing a belt pretty much every day, especially in Phoenix when we're getting over 100 degrees on a daily basis. Like I have a 500 milliliter bottle I put in the back, put my phone in the front, and that's what I run with every single day. And it's super comfortable. I don't really have any issues with bouncing or anything like that. So,
you're
and
always going vest for
for long runs, I always go. Well, for ultra stuff, I always go vest for long runs. I try to just mimic what I'm going to carry on race day. So, like, I'll have my vest with my pole quiver, my bottles. I'll put all my stuff in there just so I'm used to carrying everything that I'm going to need to carry. So,
which is good. You're prepping for a 100-miler. It's good to get ready for that, practice that vest. Yeah, so a belt that kind of straddles that, like, not a necessity, not a luxury, but it's one or the other, but it's a great item to have.
Yeah. I mean, everybody carries their phone. Like, I almost think it's as
True.
close to a necessity. And it's like if you're
You're
going to spend
right.
$20 on a spy belt, like just spend $50 and get the nicer belt that's going to be way more comfortable and way
Because you
more
can put
versatile.
bottles and tons of gels. You can store your jacket in it. Also, to my folks out there running with those big iPhones, it really can mess your form up after a while, like holding this 2-pound block. And I'm not saying you can't run with your phone, but like if one hand has 2 pounds in it, the other one doesn't over thousands of miles, you do start to get a little turn. And it can cause some injuries like over the long haul and just some form deficiencies. And so
You also
throwing
just
that in
look
a
like a
belt,
noob. Just put it in a belt, man.
yeah. it's so much nicer once you put that thing. I mean, just to have your arms, it feels so good. Yeah, and like you said, like sometimes we have to get out of that mindset of like, oh, I can run without water, or I can run without an emergency gel. But like, if you have every run, you have a bottle with electrolytes in it, and you have 2 gels, you will just miss out on 10 bad runs a year where you were about to bonk or you were super dehydrated, where you're like, oh, I didn't realize I was dehydrated. I drink this, go on your day. So it is nice. Okay, going up from the belt, I guess we'll go apparel, shirts. What are you doing? What's going on shirt wise? I feel like that's not as big of a deal to us as maybe
Yeah, just not
other.
just like don't do like cotton t-shirts unless you're Will, who does tend to wear cotton t-shirts to run in. Like,
Kind of a cool flex sometimes.
I mean, this time of year, I won't be wearing a shirt from like now until October, just because it's so unless I'm doing a long run and wearing a vest, then I have to wear a shirt because of the vest,
Right.
whatever, different situation. But yeah, I like the Hoka Aerolite tees. That's what I wear if I'm gonna wear a shirt. That's like what I wear 98% of the time. I've got some rabbit stuff that I really like. The Easy Tee for a long time was one of my favorites. Just like really basic, comfortable tees to
Yeah.
wear. Other brands like All World makes nice stuff. There's a bunch of good stuff out there. But I would just say, hey, just don't put yourself in cotton because you can chafe. No one wants bloody nipples. Just put yourself something that's synthetic and comfortable and moisture wicking.
Yeah. Like the classic Nike dry fit miler shirts are always
There you
easy to
go.
find and good too. There's lots of good ones out there. Your race shirt, when races give out the technical tees, like rock those.
Yeah, and
But
some are
yeah,
going to be better than others with the race tees, but and I would say for places that if you have a colder climate, like your upper body stuff is going to be more important, like layers and half zips and jackets, and those will become necessities at some point for the summer. Just a good t-shirt's going to be fine, but you will also have to, if you're planning on running through the winter somewhere, you're probably going to have some other necessities there as well too.
Okay. Anything we missed on necessities?
I think that's really it. Everything else we talked about was what were some other luxury
Oh,
items. We
you
can
said
move
one that
to.
might be a foam roller. You think that's a necessity?
I think yeah, I do think it's a necessity because you can buy one for pretty cheap, literally from Walmart. I think carries foam rollers. Like you can go get.
Amazon really, I'm sure
Yeah,
you can get them $10 now, maybe
it's just a
20.
good thing to have to focus on your prehab and not getting hurt. Like it's just probably everybody should have a foam roller. Just even if you've got a bad back and you're carrying around a kid all the time, like and you're tight, like just have it. It's a good thing to have in your house regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do a lot of mobility stuff on there. Easy to travel with. Foam rollers are good. Um, cool. Let's get on to maybe. Well, oh, I guess we forgot another one. GPS watch. I have mine. Of the Garmin Forerunner 965.
There you go. Look at you.
This is a fancy, nice running watch. It's probably the best. I think it's probably the best one you can get right now. AMOLED display. People like that.
Wow. I am currently partial to Koros. So I have a Koros Apex Pro, the original Apex Pro. Great. It's a beautiful watch. But I mean, you don't have
Coros
to
is
have
good.
anything fancy. God, what's the most basic Forerunner now? The
65,
Forerunner
I think.
65. You do the Koros Pace, Koros
And you
Pace
can get older
2.
models. You can buy the 55 or 45 for very. You could probably find those for $100. Um,
Yeah.
you can buy used ones. They all work. Um, but yeah, Jeep. I am really partial to Garmin. Oh, Koros works great too. I'm partial to Koros or Garmin. Garmin a little bit more, mainly because it works incredibly well with our coaching interface. You can get way more data screens. Um, a lot of people have like Apple Watches and stuff, which is fine. Battery life isn't close. It's hard to split, like to like actually do intervals and to see everything that's going on. Like sometimes you want to see heart rate or cadence, or you want to put the elevation profile of your race or your route, or there's all these things that even a very basic Garmin can do that an Apple Watch can't. And so if you can, I'd really get a Garmin or a
Get
Coros.
the
They just have
specific tool for
so
the
many.
job. Yeah, I mean, I think like an Apple Watch is fine if you're going to train for a 5K and just do easy runs. But if you really are going to train for something and do workouts and quality sessions, like having the right tool for the job is going to make a huge difference in the world. And if you're going to get into the world of trails and ultras, like even more important to have the right tool for the job in terms of battery life and the ability to download maps and the ability to see all your data and stuff. Like it's just get something good. I mean, Polar does a good job. I'm not as partial to Polar watches personally. I've had a Polar in the past. Um, I
Software is
do
kind
think
of
I do think Garmin and Coros are the pinnacle. Coros probably leans more into the battery life and ultra world, and Garmin leans more into that like run try world. But they're both going to be good.
yeah. Coros, I feel like does a little more feature wise. There's a couple things they do that are really smart that I really enjoy. Um, Garmin got caught sleeping, I feel like a little bit, but batteries are both great. Um, I don't know. There's a small difference in the two. It's not nothing you'll notice. With that transition into those are all things you really need and are pretty important to go on this running journey, especially when, I'm talking to a new athlete of like that list right there. You need these things. You're going to have a great time. We'll transition that into maybe some luxuries or frivolous things if you have the money and you're really excited about it. With that, you mentioned the brand Polar, which also makes watches. One thing they do incredibly well is heart rate tech. And so I do, for a lot of my athletes, do like some heart rate drift testing for easy days and stuff. And I really like their arm heart rate straps. I like them way more than chest straps. Chest straps are kind of uncomfortable and difficult to. They just tend to malfunction far more often. They need to be wet and they need to be in the certain areas, and they just mess up way more. The arm straps are almost just as accurate as the chest straps, but they rarely miss a day or a run. Um, and they're very comfortable compared to the chest straps. It just goes on just like that, and most of the time you really quickly stop noticing. Polar makes two incredible ones: the OH1 and the Verity Sense. They're both awesome. Coros makes one. I don't know what's it called.
I don't even remember. It's just the Coros heart. I think it's just the Coros heart rate band. It is cheaper than the Polars as well too.
Yeah, I think it works fine. I haven't extensively tested it, but Coros is a reputable brand. Um, if you have the money, I like those, and they're a little better than the chest straps. You can find them for like, I don't know, 70, 80, 100 bucks. What else you got on luxuries?
Headphones, a good set of running headphones. Probably the Aftershocks would be the most popular ones. The bone conduction headphones that allow you to hear ambient noise well, but still give you good sound quality of your music. It's just you're not dead to the world out there. It's going to be way more durable than AirPods or similarly cheap headphones. I will say right now I'm running with a pair of $20 Skull Candy earbuds because I had a pair of Bose that broke, and they've honestly done a great job. I've had no issues. They stay in the ear. They connect for phone calls. The battery life is good. So even for like 25 or 30 bucks, you can get a serviceable pair of athletic earbuds that are going to get the job done. But Aftershocks are definitely like the top of the line. Like I think your best bet for something that's going to be really purpose built for running and cycling and athletic stuff.
I'm the biggest Shocks fan. They're not called Aftershocks anymore. They're called Shocks. They
Sorry,
rebranded. Uh,
I'm
I've
old.
had every pair of AirPods. AirPods just immediately fall out of my ears. I had 3 pairs of the first Power Beats, the Beats ones. They all broke. I got the new ones, so we'll see, but I haven't had them for that long. Um, but Shocks have been the best by far. Like Nick said, you can hear what's going around. Like a couple months ago, I was biking and it was really windy. And my sister called me and I answered. I was like, Liz, I'm biking. It's crazy windy. There's no way you can hear me. And she was like, I can hear you just fine. And we talked for like 30 minutes while I was biking and it was crazy windy. So pretty high praise. I obviously on them right now. I've taken thousands of calls on them. I run in them every day. The minis are pretty water resistant, if not waterproof. They're very highly water rated. Um, which is awesome because like I sweat when I run, and so such a huge fan. Yeah, but the Power Beats are good too, and if you look on Amazon, I'm sure there's lots of other good ones, but those are cool. That's a nice luxury. What else you got?
For luxury items,
Yeah.
gosh, we talked about like massage guns or Normatec or Theragun leg sleeves. Uh, that's if you want to get real high end. Like those are cool things. Those are cool things to have and can make a big difference. So that's one
Dude, I
thing.
love massage guns. I have a Theragun that has the heated head
Oh,
attachment.
nice. Okay.
Dude, it is incredible. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Um, yeah. I'm Normatecs are cool. That is definitely on like the frivolous side. I feel like they're really nice, but it doesn't feel like it moves the needle in a like monumental way for me. Like I don't
No, I don't. I've never noticed like a really, really big difference. I will say, like, I have a pair of the Theragun Jet boots, which are the wireless ones that Theragun
yeah.
has. They're sick. They're portable. They're really easy to carry around. My wife Sarah loves them, like especially when she was pregnant, like after work, and she was all swollen
Yeah.
up, like coming home on the sofa, putting on the Jet boots. Like that was a big thing for a little while there. So total luxury item. I also have this nice. Used to work for Theragun, hence I've got a bunch of cool stuff. I have this nice back wrap that's heated and, and vibrates in the low back.
Yeah.
So I've got, I have a fair amount of low back pain, and that's really really helpful for that, especially if I'm driving a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of things in the recovery space that are completely luxury and not necessary at all to be successful, but they are nice to have depending on your situation.
Yeah. I will say all of those things are great. Almost nothing beats sitting up against the wall and elevating your feet for like 20 minutes.
Just
Um,
classic, old school.
yeah. Um, with that, like some of those things, there are some really cool lotions. I don't know if you've ever used like PR lotion or Lactigo.
I've used like a CBD or like an arnica rub from time to
Yeah,
time.
Arnica is cool. There's a good one I used to get off Amazon. That was good. Um, but kind of in those like one percenters of like nice to have. Yeah, if you're really trying to feel as good as possible for like a big workout or a race, like some of those are cool. I used to really like, yeah, like Lactigo, PR lotion. Um, yeah, that's a good place
We'll say
to.
another luxury slash necessity for thick thighed boys like myself would be like squirrel's nut butter. Or gosh, what's the other the
Glide.
body glide? Yeah, body glide. Like those are two. I mean, those are tri slide if you are into the tri world, all of which just help with anti chafe. You use them on your feet. Just really good versatile options there. So that's somewhere
Yeah,
in
dude.
between the necessity and luxury world.
For most people, you should really have like a go bag, as I call it, of just like a little bag you take when you go to a run or a long run, or if you go to a race of like, and that's just one of those things that should be in it. Some extra gels, extra socks, some type of lube, squirrel's nut butter, body glide, something like that. But yeah, it's one of those things that's like you should just have around, even if you don't use it all the time. Um, dude, I got one more. Oh, I'm gonna grab it because I like to show you the things.
So I guess I'll just sit here and vamp while Will leaves the room to go get this particular luxury item.
Can you guess what it is?
It's is it the R8?
No. Ooh. Do you have my R8? I don't even know.
Did I give that back to you? I might have
I don't
given
know.
it
I feel
back
like one
to you.
time I gave it to you like 10 years ago, and I can't. You might have. I don't remember.
You did give it
Uh,
to me when you lived in Phoenix. So I had it. I had to check my recovery box to see if it's still in there or not.
that's a good. That's in the same thing as like massage guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like what we kind of thought was our big secret. The R8's like the big, it like looks like two pairs of
Has
rollerblades
roller
on your
skates, yeah.
legs, and it has like a bungee, and you'd wrap around like your calves and thighs, and you could roll them out. But we used to like put our legs up, elevate them, and roll them out. That was like
That's a
our
good
big
one.
recovery secret. No, one luxury,
Oh, the
my
board.
Mobo board has saved my running career. This guy Jay DeSherry, who wrote a couple of running books, made this. It's a way to do a bunch of exercises that really activate and engage your big toe. You really need a lot of big toe movement to like activate your glutes and fully get through your stride. And there's a lot of injuries that kind of stem from not getting that big toe activation. And I had that in an extreme way. And so, yeah, that's an incredible way to get some like foot and lower leg strength and coordination. Yeah. And so if you're kind of looking to like, I don't know, get a little more balance, be a stronger, more injury resilient runner, I cannot recommend the MOBO board enough. It's incredible. I have a great routine for it. It will make you a better runner, 100%. I feel 20 times stronger about that than Normatex, and the MOBO board is, I don't even know, maybe $70. Incredible investment. I think the only one I have left is maybe like a gym membership where you can sauna or get on a stair climber, which I make a lot of my athletes do. Or what you've done before, get in a strength coach.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of goes
mean,
into that gym membership.
I think the strength coach is if you're gonna maybe do one luxury item, it might be getting a strength coach or a good PT who can really help you
PT.
address your weaknesses and stay
Yeah.
healthy. I mean, there's maybe nothing more important than that. It's going to the gym with no plan and no structure is, I don't want to say it's useless, but you're not doing yourself any favors. Like just like getting you like you would get a running coach, get someone who can talk you through how to be at the gym. So and help you address your specific weaknesses is really important.
Yeah. Yeah. And you did that. How was your experience?
I
You
had an
got a lady.
incredible experience. Yeah, I mean, I had a PT here in Phoenix. Shout out Trailblaze PT Katie. She was incredible. Saw her for gosh, probably 2 years straight, once or twice a month. Like
She's a
just getting
PT who did like kind of
P,
strength specific stuff.
yeah, PT who wrote all my strength work, and we would do some manual therapy, and then we would get in the gym, and was constantly evolving and working on my weaknesses. And it's been my healthiest stretch of running in quite a while. So I can't emphasize enough like how important it is, especially if you're older or find yourself getting hurt frequently, to have that as a resource. And find
I
someone who is good, who understands running, who understands like your passion for the sport, wants to make sure that to doesn't want you just to stop and take big breaks for no apparent reason. Like someone who understands what it's all about. Like I think can be hard to find, but it's really important.
100%. I think that's a really good one. Kind of wrapping up. Any supplements you believe in or take? Anything there?
No, not really.
I'm kind of the same. I get that question a lot. Yeah. I mean, I take a multi. That's really specific to me. I don't eat meat, so it's kind of like built for vegetarians and vegans. But I mean, I would still probably recommend people just try to eat their vitamins and minerals. Supplements. I mean, yeah, people are kind of obsessed with protein.
I mean, I do protein in a smoothie like once a day,
Same.
just to get a little additional there. I've done creatine at different points in time, but I never really stuck with it. I don't know if I felt a big difference with stuff like that, and I'm not educated enough to make really informed recommendations on supplementation.
What a good responsible answer. But there's nothing I don't think either of us are like, this supplement
No,
changed my life.
and I mean, there've been so many fads from beta alanine and creatine and
Ketones.
ketones and all this stuff. Like I again, not educated enough to really speak to any one of those things necessarily, and I don't think that you
Bicarb
necessarily need
now.
bicarb is a big one.
I
They're
get
all
asked
not,
about bicarb maybe once a week.
and
And I have almost nothing to say. It's like
there's science behind all of this stuff. Like, but we're talking like tenths of a percent in terms of like improvement. Which when you're on the margins and you're an Olympic level or national class athlete, maybe you're going to make a difference there. But if you're in my position or Will's position or like 99.9% of the rest of us, like you're not going to see enough of a difference to really, same thing with like lactate testing. Like I don't necessarily know that the vast majority of people need to be doing lactate testing or buying a lactate monitor. I mean, some people could find a benefit from it, but again, we're talking on the margins and a very small percentage of folks.
And there's also tons of potential negatives. Like I've heard a lot of people having stomach problems with bicarb. It's like,
well, that's always been the thing. The science is solid behind bicarb, but it's how do you get it in the system in a way that's not going to cause like serious stomach distress.
you know who doesn't cause serious stomach distress? 2 packets of some Quaker instant oatmeal.
Yeah, a little bit of peanut butter, toss some honey on that bad boy, drink a Gatorade, and hit the start line. Like
Maybe 1 brown sugar, 1 apple cinnamon. I don't know.
Oh, I get a little crazy with it. I don't like to mix my oatmeals. I'm all apple cinnamon all the time. But
wow.
Yeah.
I ate a whole box of brown sugar in 24 hours the other day. I was kind of worried.
A lot of fiber. Things are moving smoothly through the system, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I've never been short of fiber. You know me.
That's true. All right, we're getting off the rails here. I think that's all I've got. What else do you have? Anything else?
I'm looking at my list. I think that's it too.
I gotta go back to my job being a dad. So
okay, no, I think we nailed it. If you